Dogs have always been a big part of people's lives. Some people use them for work and others make them part of the family. They can even be owned to help with disabilities or mental health. Another big reason is security, which can be good, but in some ways can backfire. People would get XL bullies for intimidation and security to try to deter people from breaking in or trespassing on property. This did work, but maybe a bit too well. XL bullies are infamous for being in attacks where they attack other dogs or humans, sometimes even killing them in the process. This was due to a lack of training, as some people didn't care and just wanted their property to be safe. They are a very strong and vicious breed, bred to have a high pain tolerance and not to back down. They are a mix between an American Pit Bull Terrier and an American Staffordshire Terrier, which are both very strong dogs. In 2023, under the Dangerous Dog Act, they were banned by Rishi Sunak and made it illegal to sell, abandon, give away or breed the dogs, as well as requiring them to be on a lead and always have a muzzle when in public. Not all of the XL bullies were like this. The ones who had proper training from a good owner can be a good pet, and these owners got restricted just as much as the people who didn't look after them and caused the dogs to be the way they were. The owners who did this are just as bad as the dogs who did the attacks because they didn't care enough to train them and just wanted a strong, intimidating dog to look scary or for protection. The breed now has a bad reputation, which is unfair because it's mainly the owner's fault. Here are the public's thoughts about XL bullies.
I mean, personally no, but a friend from a couple of years ago used to have one, and when they were, like, legislation was starting to come in when they were getting banned, and that was an interesting time because there was constant debates between us all the time as to like whether it was sort of humane or not, and what in a dog, like how well, like badly you should treat a dog in exchange for saving human life.
No, I haven't had no interactions with XL bullies.
Manufactured, aggressive, potentially misunderstood, I don't know.
Big, strong, unpredictable.
I think I'm not keen, I'll be honest. I think they're violent for the sake of it, and that there's kind of just not that much point other than people who want an intimidating looking dog, but when they're actually like are capable of killing people, I think that's kind of the line.
Would be very wary if I saw one on the street that didn't have a muzzle.
I mean, I guess they're open to everyone, and like I'm not saying everyone who gets an XL bully wants this intimidating thing that's a killer, because there's a lot of dog lovers who think they're like a misunderstood breed and get them because they like dogs and they like sort of take pity on them. So I don't think I don't think it's fair to tarnish them all with the same brush.
I think there's the proper responsible owners who love them for the breed that they are, And then there's a lot of people who have them as a status symbol.
Largely no. If they did genuinely manage to calm one down and it was like a key part of a family, I guess, kind of, but other than that, not really.
The genuine owners who love their dogs and look after them and train them properly, have sympathy for them. But the people who had them as a status symbol, I have no sympathy.
Next, we have an interview from a real victim of a dog attack.
I am a victim of a violent XL bully attack. I was bitten on my leg just above my thigh by an aggressive young XL bully. The owner was selfish and allowed the dog off the leash to bite me. And it was a very traumatizing moment of my life. And then the owner walked off like nothing happened, and his dog just went with him, and I was left with a painful bite on my leg.
As you can see by the interviews, the public have negative responses, which further proves how their bad reputation caused by the owners who haven't trained them has ruined the breed entirely. This has been your host, Samuel Byrne. Thank you for watching.